Okay, we're outside the Buckhorn. We're across the street from the old hotel, from the Buckhorn. The first thing I noticed, there's a sign there, tree planted in 1902 by D.O. Judy. What's that all about?
Well, this is the main railroad spur that used to come through town. This is Railroad Avenue. And D.O. Judy, like a lot of people, was one of the local business people back at the turn of the century. So that is a tree, a palm tree that was planted by D.O. Judy.
Over 100 years ago.
Over 100 years ago.
And it's right here on the corner of Railroad Avenue and Main Street. And there's this big vacant lot here, but that doesn't get you discouraged at all because it's not going to be vacant very long, is it?
Not at all. After the first of the year, we expect to see ground broken here on almost a 47,000 square foot mixed use project. It's going to have some retail, some business and office, and up on top, some very awesome residential units that are going to be for sale.
Lofts, so you can live in historic downtown Winters.
Yeah, we are trying to do as smart a growth as we can. So what we're doing is bringing infill development into our downtown. Our number one goal is bringing life into the downtown, and what better way is to have retail during the day, but people sleeping here at night too.
All right, and then right across the street, you've got this, looks to me like a beautiful little park over here. What's this all about?
This is Rotary Park, and 3 years ago we expanded the park from a little footprint. We built an entire parking lot around it, but for the most part, we built the park as a main gathering location within the community. Last night we had almost 400 people here for a concert in the park, and throughout the day you have people picnicking and visiting our downtown.
So it's kind of become a focal point of downtown, this little park. You've got a gazebo over here. What do you have, band concerts here too?
Yeah, we have everything from band concerts to people getting married to just various events and attractions. It really is the focal point of our downtown.
So we're right in the middle of, let's get a look at it over here. Here's downtown right over here, and here's the park right here. So all of this is part of what's happening in downtown Winters.
Yeah, you know, the greatest downtowns have a downtown green, a place where people can come and live and for the most part just relax, and that's what this park does for us. It gives a nice, calm, peaceful location for people just to come and hang out and enjoy the ambience of downtown Winters.
Now you're from Winters.
Yes.
I've been here a long time.
Yeah, 23 years.
So you remember the days
yeah, I remember.
Back when downtown wasn't so hot.
No.
What was it like?
It was a little boring, but now it's beautiful and it changed a lot.
So people come downtown.
Yeah, it gets popular around here. We have great places to eat, and there's some music here in the summer, so people come out and hang out downtown.
Okay, next stop. We're coming in. Boy, it's nice and cool in here too. Right off of historic Main Street. Where have you brought us now, John?
This is the Berryessa Gap Wine Tasting Room.
So this is a wine. Is this local wine?
This is grown in the Winters area. Some great wine grapes for some great wine.
All right, and this is one of these new businesses that's moved into historic downtown.
When we started the renovation effort, this was the third main business that opened up as part of our renovation. So,
well, I'll tell you what, bringing a winery in, a wine tasting room, that'll sure pep things up downtown, won't it?
You bet. People love to drink great wine.
All right, here they are right over here. Hi, how y'all doing? Didn't mean to interrupt your wine afternoon. Are you all locals?
We are.
Yes, we are.
So you're here every day?
Not necessarily.
But you're here a lot.
When the doors are open.
Drinking good Winters wine. Can I have a little bit of it? Can you pour me something? Because I never knew Winters was known for its wine.
Yeah, Winters is known for a lot of agriculture, farming, and the wine is premier.
So we're drinking award winners.
Award winners.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh, wow. Winters historic wine.
That's right.
Right here, locally grown and consumed.
Absolutely.
Of all the things we have seen in beautiful downtown, redeveloped, historic Winters, this is the icing on the cake. And this is the town's pride and joy. Tell us what we're looking at here, John.
What we have here is this is our historic trestle bridge. Originally, the train started coming through here in 1875. The railroad stopped coming through winters in the late 60s, and for the most part, this bridge was just chain linked and cordoned off from anybody.
Yeah, I've seen the old picture of it. It was about to fall down. It looked terrible.
Yeah.
It was an eyesore.
For the most part, it was. It was a real nuisance to the city. We had people doing things that they shouldn't have been doing out there.
Yeah, it was probably a safety issue as well. This thing looked dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous. And originally given to the city back in 1975 as one of our first redevelopment projects to really create an important attraction for the community, we decided to move forward on this project. We came in, not only did we strip off all the old timbers that were on the bridge, but we also did some structural engineering to make it sound, and right now this is a great attraction. The deck, we did some things to really try and keep the flavor of the historic bridge.
Well, now this is the original bridge right up here, and it says up over the top there 1906, so this is over 100 years old.
Yeah, we actually coincided the construction and the dedication of the bridge. The bridge was originally opened in 1906, and we finished the project in 2006.
Now there are a lot of cyclists coming over the bridge today, and there are a lot of, it's a pedestrian bridge as well, isn't it? I mean, it can be used for anything.
Yeah, Poudre Creek is a very important part of our community. Literally, it goes right through the center. Having this bridge and people going out there, whether you're on your bike or jogging or on foot, this is a great place to come night and day, and we have a lot of people doing that.
How did the community decide what to do with the bridge? Because you could have easily torn it down. Was there a kind of a community involvement, and what are we going to do with the old railroad bridge?
Yeah, this project, we actually had a group of people, most of them longtime residents, and when they said, what should we do as far as redevelopment, they said, we need to get that bridge open again so people can get out and enjoy it. So literally, the people of this community picked this as our #1 project.
Boy, this has such a wonderful feel to it, walking on it. You feel like you're walking back in history, don't you?
Yeah, this is a gorgeous area. Bird watching, fishing, coming through the creek here. We have, you can come out here in the morning, you see beavers and otters going up and down the creek. It really is a special location for us.
Oh, here's the creek right here. Oh, look over here. This is where it really gets pretty. What is this? This is the automobile bridge over here.
Yeah, that car bridge was originally built in 1912.
So it's old too.
That's right. And it, for the longest time, it was one of the very few actually reinforced bridges in California going across the span.
Wow. And here's our historian over here. How important was restoring this bridge, this old railroad bridge? How important was it to the sense of place and history here in Winters?
Well, it is history, and it is associated with the downtown area and the progress that Winters has made over the years.
It's got good bones to it, doesn't it?
And in the restoration, I'd like to, if you'll notice when they restored it, they kept the railroad tracks going.
Look! These are the railroad. This is where the railroad tracks would have been.
That's where the railroad tracks went on the old railroad.
So it ties it all together.
To history, yes.
Wow.
You can go from our historic Main Street right down to another historic edifice, the 1906 Railroad Bridge.
Wow, this is wonderful. And here are cyclists right here. Now, I don't know how many people at home picked up on this, but we had the cyclists just revolving around. How many times did you go past our cameras in the picture?
817.
817 times.
816.
Who really, you all really use this bridge, don't you?
Yeah, we really do. Sure, it's a good alternative to the narrow bridge over there that the traffic's on.
And where do you go when you get through crossing the bridge? Does this connect into a larger bike path that takes you?
No, it pretty much goes straight to the coffee house. Where
Now, wait a minute. I thought we had some hardcore cyclists here. Doesn't this take you somewhere?
We come 15 miles from our house to come have lunch or dinner. I was here for dinner last night. A bunch of us were. We have our weekly, Davis Bike Club has our weekly Thursday night dinner ride at 6 p.m. You're welcome to join us.
So you
starting
cycle,
in Davis.
You cycle from Davis into downtown Winters,
Absolutely.
enjoy dinner downtown.
That's right.
And then cycle back or get in your car and ride back.
Winters is becoming the Moab of road biking, if you didn't know. You know Moab, Utah, where people take their off-road bicycles to ride on the red sandstone and stuff? Well, the Winters is kind of like that for road bikes now. Wow. It's great.
There they go. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Well, we're ending up where we started, right here on Main Street out in front of the Opera House. John, thank you so much. I sure hope you know what you've got here. This is one of the nicest little towns I think I've ever been in California.
Winters is an incredible place to live. Yeah, I've lived all over California like many people, and there are very few places where you can actually call a home, and that is what Winters is. It's not only a great place to live and visit, but it really is a home type of place for families and everybody to live.
Well, I got to tell you, you got a lot of history here. You got a lot of beautiful architecture. You got a lot of thriving businesses here in downtown. You've also got the friendliest people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, and that's very typical. Winters is a great place. It's the type of town where you come and you feel right at home immediately.
Well, we came here initially to focus on the redevelopment of downtown and with special emphasis on that railroad trestle. We saw all of that, but we've seen a lot more, and we're leaving here feeling really good about your past, about your present, and especially about your future.
You bet. You know, our community development agency and a lot of those things have really shot a lot of life into this downtown, and it really is just the beginning. A lot of great things happening now, a lot of good things happening in the future.